In this view, we'll be continuing Varka's story quest.
This is getting interesting.
And it's just in here. Yeah, this is very cool getting to see. It's actually been like all the Mondstadt characters. And also Lohan, who's new.
I sure didn't expect my experience fighting the wild-hunted Nodcry to come in handy back here in Mondstadt. Almost makes me wonder if this was the reason I was sent back. Also, how come that bard knows so much, and what was he doing at the Thousand Winds Temple?
That's a very good question.
Well, whatever. I don't really care. As long as I get to do some fighting.
You should.
I'm looking forward to trading blows with Lupus Boreas when he's fully recovered. I bet he'll wipe the floor with me.
Venti's obviously hiding a lot from us.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry.
About the Wolf of the North.
The root of this turmoil lies with the remnant soul that Andrius, dominator of wolves and god of the North Wind, left in Nodcry. He once left Nodcry and braved the blizzards to confront the god of storms and claim the right to rule. Yet even as the tower fell, he chose to abandon his claim. Instead, he returned to the north and slumbered for 1,000 years, before finally journeying back, under the name of Boreas, with the first Knight of Boreas to witness the new face of Mondstadt. When the wolf spirit could no longer maintain his physical form, Boreas chose to pour his power into the ley lines. With that, he became the North Wind of Mondstadt, as he is still known to this day. Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. Probably 500 years ago, Roland seemed destined to become the mightiest Knight of Boreas ever to have lived. But he was too pure of heart.
I think that's the Bloodstained Knight.
He believed firmly in his own ideals of chivalry, vowing to eliminate all injustice from the world. But the world had never been perfect and pure, nor would it ever be. Neither his mentor, the wolf pup Rostam, nor the Grand Master, known as the Lion of Light, could persuade him to temper his obsession. But what was the scent that reeks of blood that Lupus Boreas sensed? And what is its connection to Conria and the Abyss? Perhaps you will uncover the truth in Nodcry.
Oh.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry. The soul of a wolf is as unyielding as ice, and Andrius is a master of molding and shaping it. His people once drew great strength and wisdom from the wolf spirit. But human hearts and flesh cannot contain the soul of a god. Attempting to place the wolf spirit in a human vessel would slowly devour their sense of self, even if Lupus Boreas did not intend for that to happen. That's why Lupus Boreas developed the technique of imbuing weapons with his soul. It is his way of blessing his human Lupical with the wolf spirit's protection.
It's very nice.
In fact, there is an ancient song that tells this tale. A weapon once of common iron, now through friendship turned divine. Twixt man and wolf a bond was made, a power born within the blade. As much as he might claim not to accept humans, his actions sing a different tune. Oh, but keep that little observation between us, will you? Any questions before you set off?
I think he's right there.
Now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry.
Let's go.
All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
Oh. Wait, do we actually get to ride him?
The Knight of Boreas awaits below.
Ah,
We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
oh, this is very cool.
Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
Oh, what? I just jumped off. Oh. Should I plunge? I'm gonna plunge. Varka.
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
I'm gonna plunge right on top of him.
Grandmaster! It's...
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
I did look very cool there. Honorary Knight reporting for duty, Grandmaster. Straight just jumped off to Valen and plunged into the enemies. That's a very cool entrance. I guess that's also how Varka introduced himself at first.
And I'm on too!
Let's cut to the chase. What's the situation?
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Their leader's gonna have to make a decision soon. Fight or flight? What will
Oh,
it be, mightiest knight of Boreas?
oh, he looks crazy.
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered by the Rahir of Sulmari. But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine. This is fair. This is the way of chivalry. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not, I shall set right the injustices of this world. In the name of the Bloodstained Knight.
Guess they're retreating for now.
Bloodstained Knight.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andrius? But why would he be leading the Wild Hunt? And why was he talking about the Bloodstained Knight? Ugh, forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right? Are we just gonna let him get away?
I want to know though.
There's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him.
Why? As strong as he might look, surely he can't be any stronger than the foes we've fought before. Like, especially Totori.
True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible, especially now that you're here. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right now.
Huh? What do you mean? Is he immortal or something?
We want to learn why he's doing this first?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. Nor does he have the ridiculous level of power wielded by the Five Sinners.
Yeah.
But compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage, particularly when it comes to Andrius's remnant soul.
So what you're really worried about isn't so much the enemy himself, but the god remains.
Exactly. Sounds like you realize what the crux of the issue is. I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. Let's discuss this further when they're back. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's Yehoda.
Probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, good to see you again. Oh, Boss Sneff asked me to pass on a message. She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the Frost Moon Scions. Apparently, there haven't been any changes to that space the Rahir of Solnari's in.
I really like this. It's like mixing, like converging the Nodcry and Mondstadt story and lore together.
That means the recent wild hunt attacks have nothing to do with Riri, right? Oh, that's a relief. Paimon doesn't fancy facing him again.
They're keeping a close watch on it just in case. With so many moon experts on the case, we're in pretty safe hands, huh? Oh yeah, Lauma and Columbina asked me to pass on a message too. Focus on the enemy you are facing. The moon will protect you all. Huh, you know something?
Nice.
These Knights of Favonius are paying me a pretty nice sum to deliver a few simple messages. Oh, Varka's a generous guy.
Short distance propulsion module on cooldown. 15 minutes until next departure. Switching to chat mode. Hello there, Paimon, traveler.
And Niffa, what are you doing here?
Varka placed a sizable order with the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop. I know is hard at work producing the strategic reserve, while I am handling the deliveries. Secondly, I am also here to attend the meeting in her place.
Because she's too busy making the Clink Clink Krumkake machine. Why can't I move? She's too busy making the Clink Clank Krumkake machines. Okay. Flins.
Huh? Flins! Paimon thought the Lightkeeper's rep would be Iqua or Nikita.
It's not like you to volunteer to attend a meeting.
You're quite right. However, Itlua and Nikita are both busy organizing the Ratniki's region-wide response to the recent attacks. And since I'm well acquainted with everyone else here, I was the one they recommended to attend the meeting.
Oh, so you don't even want to be here.
Sometimes you don't get a choice when there might be consequences down the line.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much everyone's here. Beto and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here?
Yeah, I think I've talked to everyone.
Great. While we're waiting, could you update me on the situation in Mondstadt?
After updating Varka on the situation in Monster, explained there was a relationship between North
And that's where
Roland
things
and...
stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks.
Okay.
Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Rere resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
I think Revere is still stuck in the Moon Gate.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some Mondstadter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
So that wasn't the real Roland, but rather an abyssal imitation.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerere's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andrius as he slumbered by the bank of Eimsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic, and indeed how it was able to do so, remains unclear.
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow during his wanderings through Teyvat. But we can keep those questions on the back burner.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals.
Like when the tower fell in Stormterror's lair, or when the humans turned to salt beneath Salterai.
Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years.
Like the Tatarigami on Yoshiori Island, and Tatarasuna, or the karmic debt borne by the Yakshas from Lilia.
This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in perilous danger.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects. In that land, the passing of the Pyro Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andrius who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. It should help explain things faster.
A sword.
Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Perhaps this is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind.
The wolf's gravestone.
Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have chosen. Instead, remember that one day, your wandering too must come to an end. Where and when shall that be? A final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song. That melody you so often hummed in the taverns.
Venti. Oh no. Oh, it's the Mondstadt theme. What was that?
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
It's a big sacrifice.
Sounds like Andrius spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andrius' heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
To merge himself with the ley lines.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
Because we need to figure out how we're doing it.
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andrius' heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to send us any more of his power. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments were left behind along the way. If we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Nodcry and Mondstadt. It'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Nodcry, but apart from that, most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole expedition.
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency. Not just the wild hunt in the Abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. It's almost as if you foresaw the future.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection.
Oh, how?
But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends.
Yeah. Injustice. Yeah. I'm forgetting the name. Mona's master.
Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful, we knew we'd be grateful for down the line.
And sure enough, now it's proving useful.
Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry, and use them to make the thought within this sword as strong as it could possibly be. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. That means the fragments here should be the most powerful ones. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status of the Wolf Spirit fragments. We now know there are 3 left to find.
Okay, so 3 more mini expeditions to go.
I managed to gather 1 fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second, which I'll take care of in short order. As for the 3rd fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on, but we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact location.
Oh, you've made a lot of progress already.
The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrius' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans by any means at his disposal. So everyone needs to bring their A game.
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to defeat him.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeepers will provide their full support.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it though. I mean, who actually reads those things anyway, right?
Yehoda's face is always the best.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communications. Looking at you, Yehoda.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt and the shadow of an ancient god. I'm impressed by your courage, Miss Yehoda.
Yeah, you shouldn't have signed that contract.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Oh.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second Wolf Spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update.
Yeah, she thought she was just delivering messages.
Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution might come in handy.
Follow your lead, Grandmaster.
Alright, time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!
Remnant fragments of an ancient god. Thoughts stored inside a blade. Maybe I'm overthinking this. but I suspect there is more to Mr. Varka's plan than what he's revealed to us so far. Then again, the enemy can harness the Wild Hunt to spy on us wherever we go. As our commander, I'm sure he has his reasons for choosing not to tell us everything.
Speaking of contingency plans, I now recall that Varka also made a contingency plan when he asked me to deliver that letter. Perhaps I should ask Aino to prepare some additional backup modules for me.
Yehuda, you dummy! You took this stupid job of your own free will! Oh, crying isn't gonna get you out of it!
Should read the contract before you sign it. Oh, there is an oculi up there. Maybe I should get that quickly. It's over there. I haven't unlocked that waypoint. Maybe I'll go unlock that as well. So there's an oculi up there. Wait, what? I changed the bird? What? Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Can I go in here? No. Okay, I don't know. Wait, I just want to get this because it's right next to it.
Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle?
Huh?
I think that's what he
All right,
dreams
just
about all the
trying to lift
time.
our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can't we please just focus on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
No, I think I do need to line them up. But they move around. We get him to stay in place. I like the music. The music's very nice. Oh my god. Yeah, I got it. Boreas.
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
Oh, this is really nice music. I really like this music.
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he stores his soul inside objects. All I need to do is transfer it to my sword. Just like back at the camp, but this time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
Guess what?
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Becky.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't enough to pose a serious threat. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable.
So that's why you brought me along. You want me to purify it.
Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
I don't know if I can do that.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part? Why would you want to do that?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him.
This is a little unexpected. I've never even tried this before.
Let me think. How was it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away.
I have no idea what that means.
Actually, neither do I.
What?
Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up with when he can't think of anything meaningful to say. Wait, don't tell Paimon that's what actually happened.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it in more human terms. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct?
But I wasn't the one doing fishing.
If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name. I'm thinking the same basic principles should apply here.
Okay, but back then, we had a boat and a net. This time, we don't have anything at all.
Have to catch them just with our hands.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for a boat. As for a net, this is what I've heard.
Thoughts and emotions are like
Oh,
interwoven
Malika.
threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects and events together.
Wow, they're really having like every character in this.
Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Okay, I think I'm kind of starting to get the idea, but maybe I'm not. It's hard to say.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and tattered.
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago.
Oh.
It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland.
That's a heck of a thing to have sitting in your back pocket. How long
After
for 500
Rostam
years?
lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundel had wanted to deliver this letter to him. But trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonia's headquarters ever since.
Quite the antique then. But how exactly is it supposed to anchor Roland?
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure.
Why does he say
There
something?
are plans for every contingency? You're just making this up as you go along.
Now what can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their ducks in a row before taking the first step, but I prefer to dive on in and plan as I go. I've been doing it that way for the whole expedition. But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely.
We might as well see what happens. Oh, is it working?
Whoa, it actually worked?
Oh, wow.
You really are making this up as you go along.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed, just like he said.
Got him.
If what you say is true,
Oh.
the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this tragic fate, there's only one path. A great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants into monsters!
Conria.
The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you my loyalty.
And that is where the Bloodstained Knight's tale came to an end. With that, He bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
Oh, what? Who is this? That looks creepy.
That eye. Dainsleif? No.
Oh.
Bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him. While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
Oh, the visionary Vedifolnir.
So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the visionary.
Oh, wow.
Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the Visionary this time?
Oh. No, the founder of the Abyss Order was once shown as a revelation, based on his experience at least. The Visionary is unlikely to intervene directly. I really don't think we could beat him.
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead if we want to outmaneuver him. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you.
Now? Why didn't you bring it up during the meeting?
Well, the fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. Besides, it wasn't a fully formed plan back then.
Varka explains it.
That about covers it. Sorry to ask so much of you again.
No way, it's too dangerous. What is it?
No plan is free of risks. At least this one actually gives us a shot at fully eliminating the danger posed by this ancient god. Surely that's gotta make the risk worth taking.
There's no guarantee it'll work.
If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
Is Varka gonna sacrifice himself?
Oh, there has to be another way. Like a backup plan?
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey!
Yehoda.
You guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here. Any progress with Fragment 3?
Nope. It's a total disaster. More Wild Hunt monsters than I've seen in my whole life. We need backup urgently. Come quick.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one.
You're making too many decisions on your own.
What can I say? I'm not the Grand Master for nothing. I'm counting on you, Honorary Knight.
Oh. More contentious. Okay. Maybe I'll do that in the next episode then.
Merciless.
I'll give it this. Clorend. I actually really like the music in this area. She's down there.
Fearless.
Or maybe up here.
Merciless.
Wait, is she down there? Don't think she'll be up there. Or maybe in here. In the flagship. Oh yeah, there she is. Oh.
Lua, can't you just...
Oh, what?
You know, sneak up behind those monsters with me, and BAM!
What?
Take them all down?
Oh, this is... this is really cool. Oh, this is... They made a whole... This is crazy for an anecdote. I guess they're doing... D&D basically. That looks very cool.
I can act 3 times in a round, and there are only 4 monsters in total. I'll take 3 down. You just gotta handle the last one.
I can draw the monster's attention from the front.
Oh,
with
wow.
sneak attacks.
This is insane that this is just an anecdote. Oh, he looks super cool there.
Well,
Oh,
there
as soon
isn't
as
much we can do.
Navia.
Itlua's a Lock Knight who chose the Goblet of Justice.
Indeed. If Itlua were to strike from behind, he would be forced to become an Oathbreaker Knight. A significant penalty would apply to all actions going forward.
Oof, that's not good. If we don't defeat all these monsters in one go, those explosives are going to blow us sky high.
There's another way. I can use Raging Torrent to dash straight into the thick of it, then detonate the explosives.
No, that won't do it all. Your character would get wiped out that way. We finally managed to gather the party and have such a lovely time together. It would be such a shame if you were the only one who got wiped out.
But if we don't do this, the character that you've been playing for so long might get wiped out too, Miss Navia. Wouldn't that be worse?
I only just started playing. Please don't. Huh. Wait, I've got another trick up my sleeve.
Navia, put that crumkake away.
Trying to bribe her.
Uh-oh, that move was blocked too.
No, you didn't, Current.
Pieces on the table, and the stuff you were saying just now. You're playing.
A savior has arrived, right on time. quick, come join us. Oh, Grant,
I'm I'm not a
This doesn't count
character.
as violating the rules, right?
If she's willing to join us. Oh, by the way, we're currently playing on easy mode to accommodate the newcomers.
Traveler, would you like to continue the adventure with us? You definitely would, right?
Sorry, what happened? Are we continuing from that last time?
Oh, come on! Any more questions and those explosives are gonna send us flying!
Uh-oh. Okay.
Good. Since you haven't played a script for a while now, you may have one chance to reselect your skills. The skills you can modify are cooking and medicine. What do you think? Would you like to make any changes?
What did I do last time in her story quest? I think I might have done cooking, so maybe I should do
Very well.
medicine this time.
In that case, you wish to learn the medicine skill, yes?
Yeah.
Very well then. Let the game continue. Just when everyone was at their wits' end, a familiar voice rang out from behind them.
Long time no see, everyone. Looks like you need my help.
I'm a doctor. I look very cool as well.
What are you doing here? Could it be that you heard our summons? That kind of makes her sound like a summoned spirit. Well, not that she doesn't fit the part.
Indeed. You have called, and I must answer.
Where did I come from, though?
Guess that means I was randomly dragged into this game.
As expected of the veteran player Miss Navia mentioned before, they got into character instantly.
Though the Marachose hunters had much they wished to share with one another, at this moment, the joy of reunion must yield to the crisis at hand. Now then, the combat round continues. You have the first turn. Also, since we have a new member joining us, I'll be adding some dark cards to boost the enemy's various abilities.
Oh no.
The Traveler isn't a sudden addition. She's been traveling with...
Oops. That's all along.
We've just, parted for a short while, that's all. Totally normal.
I've already counted the dark cards. You should start discussing your tactics.
You're so strict, Clorand. Anyway, let's stick to the original strategy. Now that we have the Traveler with us, we have enough people. Itlua and I will hold the line out front against the monster's assault. Yehoda, Traveler, you circle around the back and take them all down in one swoop. All right, leave it to me.
I'm a doctor,
We
though.
Masters of Chi get huge damage boosts when attacking from behind.
But I'm a doctor.
But why
Yeah.
are you a doctor? How's a doctor gonna perform a sneak attack?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Knock them down with a heavy medicine
I've
box.
calculated the weight of your medicine box, and yes, that would work. Furthermore, after throwing the medicine box, the highly toxic and anesthetic substances stored inside will be considered as having been thrown at the target as well.
Why are they toxic?
So that's how it is. Oh, these tabletop troop games really are complicated. Oh, you gotta have a lot of imagination. Coming up with a strategy already, huh? Nice work, Traveler. But let me say one more thing. Itlua, don't go charging in alone this time.
I understand. A Lock Knight's duty is to protect their companions and be their shield. Sorry, I always can't help myself.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can act 3 times in a round, so I'll definitely keep up with you.
Just play however you want.
That seems kinda OP.
Alright, Itlua. We'll be counting on you.
Then I shall use the skill attached to the Lock Knight's shield. Wrath of Righteousness!
The Lock Knight raised their shield, chanting the Knight's creed out loud. The monsters were completely captivated by the radiance of justice, and the fearless knight standing within that light. Meanwhile, the two companions lying in wait behind the foe seized this opportunity, preparing to launch their attack.
You take the first swing, I'll hit right after.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Oh wow. Nice. For the entire medicine box.
The Marashose hunter hurled the entire medicine box at the enemy. Just as she anticipated, when the box shattered, the medicines within began to mix. Caught amidst the highly toxic mist, the enemy, already struck in the back of the head by the medicine box, grew dizzy and collapsed to the ground.
Nice.
Nice! Okay, next Right, gotta use swift as wind to close the distance, then use 4-element strike from behind. Ah! That hurts! Who bit my leg? Huh? Ashru? What are you doing here?
They want to join.
Is it this late already? Oh no, oh no! I completely forgot the task that Boss Neff asked me to handle! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I can't play right now!
But you're mid-battle.
Ashru! Wait for me! Hey, why are you running off so fast?
Well, it seems we'll have to end our game here for today. Navia, put the monster sign back where it was. I saw that.
By the way, Navia, Clarent, why did you come all the way to here to play Tip-Top Troop?
Well, that's quite a long story. If we get the chance, we can sit down and discuss it in detail.
Actually, didn't Itlua say he wanted to invite a colleague to play with us? Since this game's paused anyway, why don't we take this chance to go find him? The more people we have, the more fun we'll have.
Mr. Flint's? Yeah, I'm sure he'll play with us if we go look for him.
Oh, that's perfect. Come on, let's go buy him some gifts first, and then pay him a visit in person.
Traveler, we'll let you know once we're ready.
When the time comes, you have to continue the adventure with us.
If you call, I shall answer.
That's my trusty companion for you. Now, let's go pay Mr. Flint's a visit. What kind of gift should we get him?
Nice. I really hope there's continuation of that anecdote. That was a very good one. Might actually be my favorite anecdote so far. Should go claim these.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Oh yeah, Varka shows up here as well. Which I think is like a secret anecdote which doesn't show up, but... I guess I can do this.
Any updates on the commission from last time? Should be done just about now, right?
Apologies, Mr. Varka. The wine merchants from Mondstadt say they'll need more time to prepare. Also, they have asked me to pass this message on to you. Have you seriously finished the last batch? That cart was huge.
Well, it's not like I'm the only one drinking. That amount of wine is barely enough for 2 banquets. We'll need more.
You tried to empty out Mondstadt's wine cellars.
Come on. I timed this down to the second. The Dawn Winery should be reopening the cellar of dandelion wine right around now.
Oh.
As the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt, patronizing their business is but one of my duties. Don't worry, I've left some for them. I didn't clean it all out, or Charles would have nothing to work with. The trouble with long journeys, though, is that wine tends to lose its flavor in the process. Next time I get back, I'll have Charles mix me the strongest drink he's got. Now, who to drink with? Kaya would definitely come if I called. And D-Luke? Well, if I can catch him, I'll have a couple of drinks with him, too. Well, might as well get those two to have a drink together, perhaps.
Calling them all the way to Nodcry. Just for that.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, then you might watch more of my Genshin and Star Wars. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.